Have you received the COVID vaccine? Have you had your invitation yet? Well, before deciding on the jab, please don't forget Joanna. Thousands of scientists, researchers, administrators and volunteers have played a vital role in the creation and rollout of the UK COVID vaccines. However, no one sacrificed as much to this project as a baby girl 48 years ago. Joanna is the name we have given to the unnamed child whose body was used to create the HEC-293 cell line. These cell lines were used in the testing and development of all 3 COVID vaccines currently available in the UK. We don't know the reason why Joanna's parents had her killed by an abortionist. What we do know is this. After being aborted, she was dissected by a team from Leiden University in the Netherlands in the early 1970s. She was around 3 months old at the time. Her internal organs were harvested moments after she was delivered, and the dissection was overseen by a Dutch doctor named Alexander van der Ebb. Now, whether Joanna was alive or dead at the moment of dissection is unknown because the records got lost. We do know, however, that other experiments of this nature were conducted on babies who were still alive at the moment of dissection, and Joanna could well have been one of them. We also know that the kidney tissue from this dissection was used by another doctor to make the HEC-293 cell line, which has gone on to become a popular choice for vaccine developers. The end result? Joanna is dead. Yet her cellular life lives on in containers around the world, sold by biotech companies at around $6,000 a batch, some of which were used in the development and testing of the COVID jab. My point is this. To be fully informed about the COVID vaccine means we can't ignore the experiments that took place in order to create the cell line HEC-293. In other words, don't forget Joanna. But there is more. A number of false assumptions exist around Joanna's death and dissection that need to be dealt with. One false assumption people think is that these cell lines are immortal, so no more abortions are needed. This isn't true. These cell lines only last as long as the genetic ages of the cell. Over time, they degrade and need to be replaced. And this is why the Chinese made the WowVax2 cell line in 2015. The successful strain came after 9 unborn babies were dissected. Another false assumption people have is that the vaccine researchers have nothing to do with the abortions themselves. However, how can this be true when the abortion techniques used are designed to keep the baby intact and the dissections take place within 5 minutes of delivery? One final assumption people think is that only 1 or 2 babies were used. Again, this is not true. One of the scientists who created the MMR vaccine, Stanley Plonkin, detailed the use of 76 aborted babies in just one vaccine-related study. The British-made cell line MRC5 required at least 5 babies' bodies, each a human being deserving recognition. The same is true of the cell line HEC-293. The 293 stands for the number of experiments that took place to make it. How many babies were involved? Please see links below for more information about this. I mention this because just as Joanna was a person, so were countless other human beings as well. Wang Wei, Wang Fang, Zhang Yining, Karen, Jeremy, Francesca, Alfred, Brad, Candice, Lincoln, Leroy, Clem, and so many other unique individuals were wrongfully killed and had their organs harvested in order to make our vaccines. Don't forget Joanna and others like her. But there is one final thing to state. This is not a past injustice, but an ongoing systematic injustice being conducted as part of the worldwide abortion genocide. Even in the UK, organ harvesting of aborted babies for general scientific use is ongoing. Just 2 examples are the Cardiff Fetal Tissue Bank and the more secretive Swift Bank. Others interested in this kind of research can apply to the UK's largest abortion provider, BPAS, directly. In conclusion, how long will we tolerate this global practice? How long will we blindly benefit from it? So, when you're invited for your vaccine, don't forget Joanna. Vaccines don't require the use of aborted babies in their creation, so if you want a COVID vaccine that doesn't include the use of Joanna's cell line, then please sign and share our petition calling upon the UK government for ethical alternatives. Link below. My name is Christian Hacking. We are CBR UK. Do like, share, subscribe and donate to this life-saving work.